Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Talk Your Heart, and today I wanted to share an experience. Maybe this vlog is going to be helpful for most of the pet parents around the globe. So I would request the listeners, the viewers to please share this vlog as much as possible. So this vlog is about Pyometra. So let me give you a small description about Pyometra. Pyometra is an infection that affects the uterus of a female dog. The uterus is filled with the pus, and that pus oozes out if it is an open Pyometra, and it doesn't ooze out if it is a closed Pyometra. In closed Pyometra, the pus affects the internal organs of the female dog, let's say the kidney, the liver and other organs. In open Pyometra, the pus oozes out or comes out from the cervix of the dog, and it is yellow in color. It's just like a pus, and it's pretty smelly. You can identify the same way the dog itself would not want to sit in the same place. So dogs between the age of 6 to 10 and above are very prone to this particular infection, and very rarely 4 months or 6 months old or 7 months old can also be infected with this particular infection. Now, this generally happens when we do not, when the dog is not mated or hasn't given babies. There is when this particular infection occurs. So, in a closed Pyometra, the dog starts showing some kind of signs or symptoms like vomiting, lack of liquid intake, or lack of food intake, lethargic, tiredness. So these are few signs you notice, and it might happen with the open Pyometra cases also, but that is rare because most of the dogs they show signs, but some of them, like mine, did not show any such signs of a Pyometra or any infection. She was way too active, she was way too happy going, she was drinking water adequately, she was having food adequately. So there was no chance that I could identify she has this kind of an infection. So Pari was 11 years old lab, and due to my negligence, which I would purely accept, I did not get her spayed, and there is no excuse to it for sure. So Pari showed me a few symptoms, signs, like in around the month of November. Second week of November, she started dropping in some white jelly kind of substance. Now the pet owners, female pet owners, are aware that female dogs can have white fall at times. I thought that it's just a normal white fall because before heat or after heat they do have a white fall thing. So I thought it might be that, and I ignored it. Brushed it off. Now, after 3 weeks or so, one fine day when I was waking her up from her bed one morning, I saw some yellow kind of stains. So I thought she generally has she had gastric issues too. So I thought she might have vomited or something. So I brushed it off then as well. But the same day, I somewhere back of my mind, I thought, let me just check out if it is just a gastric thing or it is something else, an intuition. And I did quite a few research, and then I had a doubt that she might have Pyometra. So the same evening I took her to her vet, and I asked the vet that to do whatever tests required, which is generally a blood work and an ultrasound, to find out if she has any symptoms of Pyometra. So her doctor immediately got the blood work done, and he checked for the pus. The protocol, the doctor knows the protocol, so he followed the protocol and he checked it, and he told me, yes, this is a Pyometra, but how but we will still follow the protocols by doing the blood work. And then he used the betadine flushing technique, wherein they insert a small pipe in and then and wash the uterus or flush out the pus using betadine, liquid betadine. And also she was given the same day, she was given some antibiotic injections and an IV as well. So this continued for the next 3 days, and yes, in these 3 days we got the reports confirmed that it was Pyometra, and she also had enlarged liver. So I told doctor that unless and until the liver is kind of normal or reduced, so we will not go with the surgery. So we immediately took the required medications, and antibiotics were still going on for her. So we had to take her regularly for the betadine wash until the operation. So before her surgery, she was supposed to finish her dinner by 9 o'clock, before 9 o'clock rather, and after that, no water, no food. So that's what we followed. And on the day of her surgery, morning, we took her for a normal walk when she cleared herself off. No water, no nothing, the same day as well. And when we took her to the vet had given her some kind of an injection when she would vomit out anything excess in her stomach. And at the same time, and later she was given anesthesia, and then the surgery went well. She definitely had a lot of pus in her uterus. Luckily, that did not spread in any other part of the body. So she was normal, and we told the doctor that since we stay in an apartment, it's best that you come down to our place. And the doctor suggested the same, that he would send in someone for her regular dressing and the antibiotic shots. Now, post the operation, any doctor would actually would continue giving the antibiotics for Pyometra for the next 2-3 days, morning, evening, so that if there is any kind of traces of the pus or the infection, it would be cured by the antibiotics that they provide. And the medicines also include in healing the post-surgery medications. So orally there was nothing that was given, whatever was given through injections only. So she had certain injections that were given morning and evening, and dressing was done regularly for the next 3 days. Now, please ask your vet what to feed your dogs. This is very important, because when I asked my pet, at that moment, maybe he was busy or I don't know what. I mean, he missed it out, and I thought, since obviously I was a patient's parent, so I was not aware about it, that after the surgery we were not supposed to give anything that contains soya, such as pedigree. And the second day I fed Pari milk and pedigree, of course mashed it a bit and gave her, but in the evening she threw it out. So I asked the doctor, why is she throwing out, why is she vomiting? And the doctor said that it might be acidity. And then I informed him that I gave pedigree, wherein he said that you made a mistake, you should not give her that. And he said, I told that you did not tell me. So he said, okay, maybe, I don't know, why didn't I tell you? But we are not supposed to give anything that has soya in it. You can give any other food except for soya. For that matter, pedigree, any dog food is not supposed to be given. Maybe because it's heavy for them to digest. So then she vomited the third day as well, and we continued with the antacid. And the doctor asked us that if she vomits, stop her food and water intake, and we followed the same. And on the fourth day, I was really concerned about her health. She was down, dull. She was she was not good. So we told the doctor that she's not fine. The doctor said that it's okay. Why don't you, we will not give her shots today. Since her recovery is very well and she's doing too good, her seizures are also drying up perfectly. So I don't think we will require any more injections. Let her rest for a day. We will take it up tomorrow, and in case she vomits again, then we can admit her the hospital. Now that day she was pretty uneasy. She was very, very uneasy. Me and my husband, my family, my sister came in, and she supported us all the while, and we were taking turns in sitting by her side and comforting her. She was behaving pretty odd, and she vomited a lot, and then the doctor said that, okay, if you want, you can give a few sips of glucose water. And then we thought, no, this is not going to do. And the doctor said it was around 3 o'clock in the morning, wherein we thought, no, it's too much and we need to take her to the hospital immediately. When we were getting ready, my husband was lying beside my daughter, and then Pari was beside him, and she breathed her last. She had a cardiac arrest. We called the doctor. I mean, obviously, as a mother, I was way too attached with her. Honestly, whenever I was sick or I was down, which I was in the past 3 years, she was a support system for me. But I broke down because I felt that when she was in need, or maybe she was trying to convey something to me, I was not listening to her. Maybe, that's something that crossed my mind now. So the vet came in to our place at around 4 a.m. in the morning, and then he checked, and he confirmed that she passed away through cardiac arrest. Now, certain people would ask me, why didn't you take her to the hospital? See, the doctor is an expert. We should trust our doctor. So later, after the cardiac arrest, a thought came in my mind that I should have taken a second opinion though. But what our doctor suggested is, since her stomach is empty, so she might be having the vomitings, and to give her antacid. And no doubt, the moment we gave her the antacid, the vomiting stopped, and she was fine. But she wanted water. She wanted to drink water, but the doctor said that do not give her a lot of water, because again her stomach will start swelling because of water. We took her around to pee, but she did not she did not poo, nothing, but she was way too dull and wobbling, as if she has this anesthesia kind of thing, and she wanted to rest, she wanted to sleep, that's it. And then she passed away, and that's on January 20th, my baby crossed the rainbow. No doubt, whenever I talk about her, I get a bit emotional. So, see, we should never forget that just because our dog is old, so we should stop visiting the doctors or getting her checked up. I would say that as soon as the dogs touch around 6, 7 years or 8 years old, get the regular blood work done, because at times they do not show any kind of signs of any critical illness. So it's best to get a blood work done so that we are always in the safer side. Now, many of you might have questions on my experience or post-surgery, what should be done, what should not be done, and any questions for that matter, you can drop in your questions in the comment section. I would be more than happy to help you. And we do have a panel of few veterinaries. In case anyone have questions on any other illnesses, then do drop in your comments below, so that I can arrange a session with the veterinaries, so that they can give you detailed information about the same. So I would like to thank you all sincerely for taking the time to watch the entire vlog, and for understanding and refraining from passing judgments, as I am currently navigating through a grieving process. and I acknowledge that this vlog may contain various edits and error, as I'm not a professional vlogger. My primary intention was to provide information about an infection which I previously was unaware of. And if you found this vlog beneficial, I kindly request you to share it widely, so that this may be an aid to someone seeking answers regarding their pet's health conditions. Once again, I express my gratitude for all the support received, and my thoughts and prayers go out to all the pet owners and their furry companions experiencing challenging times. Thank you once again.